Each day, the average New Yorker produces more than 4,000 tons of organic waste, a third of the city's garbage. If left unchecked, it not only becomes the perfect feast for rats, but it also releases toxic methane gas in landfills, warming up our planet. As of October 2024, the New York City Department of Sanitation made it mandatory across all 5 boroughs to separate organic waste and place it in one of these round composting bins, which are picked up once a week on recycling day. But this didn't happen overnight. In 2021, DSNY introduced orange smart bins across the city, allowing New Yorkers to drop off their organic waste anytime using an app. With the curbside program, New Yorkers should be able to do the same, now right in front of their buildings. But where does all of this organic waste go? And what exactly happens to our compost? In Staten Island, this DSNY composting facility recently expanded to process the expected increase in food waste.
You have arrived at our busiest time of year for incoming material. It's fall leaf season, and so we are really inundated with trucks. We're gonna walk, maybe we should go straight this way.
Assistant Commissioner of Solid Waste Management at New York City's Department of Sanitation, Jennifer McDonnell, knows this facility inside and out. Here, organic waste is composted into soil fertilizer, while the rest is sent to anaerobic digesters like those in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, to be converted into biogas. Currently, there are no official numbers on how much waste is composted versus digested, but in the future, DSNY says that more neighborhoods will be sending their food waste to composting facilities like this one instead of biogas plants. Back in Staten Island, food scraps are shredded to remove any plastic bags they may come in. The organic waste is then transferred to the newly installed aerated static pile bunker, where aerobic bacteria break it down into compost.
The covers enable the moderation of moisture temperature so that the microbes doing the work of composting are super happy and super effective. It's a very active biological process. The temperatures can get well over 100 degrees, which we want. It is designed to have airflow coming through the base. It's a perforated base. Air comes up and creates ideal conditions for composting. By installing this, we were able to increase our capacity for food waste. This enabled us to go from a permit of 30 tons per week to 600.
After 6 weeks, the compost is moved to open piles to cool in a process called curing. It then goes through a second screening, where larger pieces of organic material that didn't fully break down are sent back for further composting. Finally, the process yields a fine-grained compost ready for packaging.
That's beauty, yeah. That's beauty. This is finished compost, produced right here, Staten Island, made out of New York City organics.
This is your baby.
It is, in some ways.
You love that stuff,
Don't
right?
tell my sons, but they know. They know. Yeah,
Big Apple Compost.
that's it.
The finished product is bagged and sold to landscapers or distributed for free to the community during give-back events in the spring. This is especially useful considering that a similar 40-pound compost bag costs between $10 and $30. Such is the case of Jules, who uses the soil from the compost facility to grow cherry tomatoes and other vegetables in her Staten Island backyard.
We went to the compost facility on Staten Island to pick up bags of compost. You could get 10 bags a person, because in your backyard compost, you can't do that. Like it doesn't get to the right temperature, and it's just not big enough. To have this for free is very useful, and to have it in such bulk, because like my garden's pretty small. I actually don't need a lot of compost, but like the community gardens, some of them can get pretty big and they need a lot of compost. Compost is very important, but it's one piece in the whole of sustainability.
Whether it's hitting New Yorkers' homes or helping flowers bloom, composting proves there's value in what we throw away. So remember, if you can cook it or grow it, you can compost it.